Beautiful friends, hello, happy Valentine's Day. I promised you that I would make a guided meditation to discover your authentic self. Before I dive into this guided meditation for you, I want to just preface it by saying that this is probably one of the more difficult videos or guided meditations to make because finding your authentic self, it's already who you are. So it's not something to go out there and find. It is like trying to catch air or trying to find air. We breathe it all the time, right? So we're just so accustomed to air. In the same way, the authentic self is who you truly are. There's no way to separate yourself from the authentic self. Now, many of us in life put on a certain persona, or we have a certain personality. The word persona, which is really interesting, the root of the word persona is actually mask to mask. So when you ask, how do I find my authentic self? I want to be really clear that it's not about finding your authentic personality, because your personality is simply a mask. It's simply the result and the response to social interaction. The authentic self is naked, bare. There's no way to identify it. There's no way to grasp it. There's no way to catch it. There's no way for me to show it to you. It's not something that can be seen with the naked eye. It is something that can be felt, and it is actually that thing that is within every single one of us. I would say the authentic self is less of a character and more of a state of being. It's a state of mind. I wanted to share this today on Valentine's Day because so often love is misconstrued for romantic love, and the ultimate love is divine love. The ultimate love is to touch into your authentic self, which is a way of embracing the divine. The divine moves and lives and breathes through every single one of us in every waking moment and every sleeping moment. Whether we can see it or not, love is who we are. Love is always moving through us. And love is truly synonymous with the authentic self. So on this special day, if you are in relationship or not, if you would love to be in relationship or you want to get out of the relationship you're in, I invite you to see this day as an opportunity to settle into a deeper type of love. It's not even a type, it is the truth of love. And that is the love that knows no personas, the love that knows no masks, the love that knows no differences, the love that does not put your lover above a stranger walking down the street. A love that only knows one thing, and that is oneness. And that is that we are all connected. We are all one. We are all connected and born from the same source. We will all die and reintegrate back into that same source. So may this day be an opportunity for us to remember and see each other from the state of deep bareness and nakedness, rather than putting on the personas, rather than trying to be great and perfect, rather than, what the Satguru I sit with, the disease of trying to be a big deal, rather than putting on these masks and falling into the social hallucinations of trying to be a big deal and trying to get love. This is about remembering that we are love. And no one can take that from you. No one can give it to you. It's simply an awakening into the love that you are. So without further ado, let us dive into this simple guided meditation for discovering the authentic self. So if you're not already comfortable, hit pause here, make yourself comfortable. And whenever you feel settled in, the door is closed, just uninterrupted space. Closing your eyes and taking a deep inhalation in and exhaling out. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Inhaling deeply into the belly, holding the breath, Taking another sip of breath in, gently holding it, and releasing it, exhaling out. As you continue inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, I want you to imagine right now your favorite flower. Imagine it right in front of your mind's eye and breathe it in, see it, feel it. Now imagine somebody you love deeply and dearly. Your best friend, that person that it might be an animal, it might be your dog or cat that is your best friend. It might be a person, but a baby, a child, a mentor, a guide, that person that just lights you up with so much joy. Imagine that person or that animal running over to you and giving you the biggest embrace. Breathe that in, feel that. Take it in. And as you continue breathing, I want you to imagine now the sound of children innocently laughing with such joy and such purity. And they're just so happy. They're playing in a playground and they're just falling and laughing and giddy and silly. And let their laughter be a contagion. Let their laughter invoke a smile in your heart for the goodness that is prevalent in our world, in our children, in our innocent selves. Now I want you to imagine that you're walking through your favorite place in nature. And take your shoes off in your mind's eye and let your feet touch the earth, whether it's the beach or the soil or the water. And feel the gratitude, feel the joy that is naturally invoked inside of you from this outer instigator called nature. And now I want you to imagine eating your favorite meal and taking a bite of the most delicious thing in the world. Maybe it's a fresh peach straight from a tree, or maybe it's a bowl of berries, or maybe it's a delicious prepared meal from your mom or dad or your grandmother or grandfather. Maybe it's from your favorite, local organic restaurant. Just imagine taking a bite of that and feel the joy, feel the deliciousness and the delight of how yummy that is. Feel the yumminess rising up from within you. Now letting go of all of these outer circumstances, all of these outer conditions that have granted you the feeling of tremendous joy and gratitude. And notice that regardless of the changing outer circumstances that you just set forth in your mind's eye, the same feeling is invoked inside of you. The feeling of love, the feeling of delight, the feeling of gratitude. Now I want you to imagine this feeling growing inside of you. If it started as a candle right at the center of your heart, I want you to imagine the glow of that light growing now from your heart and shining out from your heart. The sense of delight, the sense of gratitude, the sense of ease, the sense of peace, love, joy, inspiration, abundance. And just allowing that light to grow and to bloom and to take over every cell of your body. And allow this light to expand so greatly that you can't help but relax your shoulders and soften your jaw and relax your belly and your hips and your feet and the palms of your hands and your face. The more that you relax, this light shines from inside of you. and reaches all the way past the cells, through the muscles, through the bones, all the way out through the skin, creating a glow all around you. As you continue inhaling and exhaling, I'm going to ask you a question. Who is the one who is breathing right now? Who is the one who can see all of your life experiences, ups and downs, good and bad? Who is the one that witnesses life as it's happening, free of judgment? Who is the one who is aware of my voice speaking right now? Who is the one who is able to observe your inhale and exhale as it moves in and out? Who is the one who receives the delight of your feet in the soil or the sand and this beautiful experience of nature? Who is the one who can hear the children laughing and feel that innocence and that bubbling up of gratitude and deep, deep reverence for those perfect children? Who is the one who can taste that delicious meal and feel the goodness, feel the gratitude for having the experience of that meal? Who is the one who can see that lover or that friend who is so incredibly excited to see you and embracing you? Who is the one who can play with that beautiful animal, who can see that lovely creature just running around, hopping around? And where does that love come from? That love that shines from within you towards that animal. That, my friend, is you. That, my friend, is your authentic self. The one who shines like the sun, the one who loves like there's no limit, the one who feels the joy and the gratitude of simply being alive. This is your authentic self, and there's no way to earn it. There's no way to diminish it. It is always inside of you. Staying with your breath. All of the outer conditions that I set forth in your mind's eye were simply occasions that brought forward that sense of love, expansion, ease, calm, peace, trust, grace, aliveness. All of those are just occasions to bring forward who you truly are. So I invite you to swim in this, bathe in this, get to know this essence of you. Give yourself permission to do what you love, to explore what you love, to make space, to breathe, to relax in nature, to play with animals, even if it requires going to a pet store and simply playing with one of the animals in the cage. Give yourself permission to do what you love. Give yourself permission to let this love inside of you out. Give yourself permission to allow the authentic nature of you to be set free, and for you to know deeply this lover inside, this beloved inside, this authentic self inside. Because, my friend, there is no greater Valentine than the Valentine inside that you just touched. So taking one more deep breath in and exhaling it out. Inhaling in and exhaling it out. Inhaling again. and exhaling it out. And whenever you feel ready, I invite you to maintain this connection to the Valentine inside of yourself, the authentic self within, as you open your eyes gently and let your eyes fall soft on mine. Or if it's easier to simply look at the space between my eyes, if that's easier to come into a still point and a stillness inside. And I invite you to stay with your breath. And notice I'm touching my hair, I'm wiping the wet from my eyes. And no matter what I'm doing here, you can stay connected to the Valentine inside of you, to the authentic self within you, to the beloved within. No matter where you go in your life, this is the authentic self seeing life as it's happening. And as soon as you try to shift yourself so that you fit in with what I need from you, or what your brother needs from you, or your father, or your mother, or your girlfriend, or your wife, or your students, or your employees, or your colleagues, or anybody, your children. As soon as you try to be something else so that somebody else will accept you and love you, that's when we put on the mask, and there is nothing wrong with this. I want to be very clear about this. Nothing wrong with it. These are facets of ourselves that we wear, that we use in our lives. But notice right now, this authentic self inside, or even when you temporarily put on a mask when you go outside, that authentic self is the one who is seeing, sitting in the seat of this heart-shaped throne, watching life as it happens. There's a place within you that is always at rest. There's a place within you that is always in the love. There's a place within you that is so grateful to be alive. There is a place within you that you were born as and you will die as, and nothing can take it from you and no one can give it to you. So if you think that you are lost and that you don't know who you are, congratulations, because there's really no way to actually know who you are. Because from the truth of who you are, there is only the ability to witness, to be aware, to see. There is no self-indulgence. There is no self-creation. You just are. There is no attempt to mask or create yourself. I mean, it's actually quite funny from the perspective of the authentic self, because the authentic self cannot be created. So just know that in every single moment, you already are who you're meant to be. And if you can be gentle with yourself, go easily on yourself, and give yourself permission to do and experience what you love, you will get to know this dimension of you more and more. You will feel it in your bones, and it will be so much easier to walk as that pure, naked, bare, authentic self that is always at the center of your being. So my beautiful friend, I hope you enjoyed this guided meditation, and I just love you all so much, and I'm so grateful to have this platform to share with you and to be here with you. And happy Valentine's Day. May every day, Jason, my beloved, and I joke and say every day is Valentine's Day. We don't actually celebrate Valentine's Day because every day is. And may every day be Valentine's Day for you. And may you give yourself the gift of embracing yourself right now and know that you're actually hugging the beloved, because the beloved lives inside of you. Love lives inside of you. So be good to you and know that I see you, I love you, and I celebrate you. Happy Valentine's Day.